Welcome to Amya channel. Today we are doing revisions of what last class we have studied. Some children still had doubt related to Euclid division. So one more time I'm explaining what you have to do when you are solving that question. Can anybody tell me what was the last class we have discussed yesterday? Okay, I think it was n cube minus n. That question, I guess. N cube minus n question was there, no? I think it was divisible by n, like that some question was there. We were discussing that was CBSE question only. Okay, I remember the question, no need. I think it was n cube minus n divisible by 6. We were checking that question, n cube minus n divisible by 6. Let's open the chat box, see what children are telling. Fine. Okay, what was the question, beta? The question was exactly n cube minus n divisible by 6. We have to prove n cube minus n divisible by 6. Exactly, they have given one question. Good afternoon, Sudarshan. Let's start the class, beta. I hope everybody is inside and we'll start class now. Get ready for the class. First question, yesterday's question, which you had doubt, I'm going to explain that question one more time. This question is very important. Already this question came in CBSE 2012 or 15, I guess. Fine. So now I have to see that. So positive integer. N was any positive integer. Okay. And then they said that prove that n cube minus n is divisible by 6. So this is what we have to prove, that n cube minus n is divisible by 6. Beta, what we are going to do is, again same technique we are going to adopt. So what is the best method is, first what we will do, we will write n cube minus n will also be written as, take n common. When you will take n common, what will be left inside? N square minus 1, which will again be written as beta n plus 1 into n minus 1. Okay, now beta, it is exactly product of 3 consecutive integer. Yesterday itself I told you na beta, it is product of 3 consecutive integer. It is exactly product of 3 consecutive integers, beta. Now what we are going to do, we are going to check, we are going to keep that 3 consecutive integers. So first important thing is, we have to check divisibility. Okay, so since we have to check divisibility, what and all work we will do one by one. So last class also I have taken example 3q plus 1, 3q plus 2. Okay, so like that we will be taking. So first what we will say since any positive integer very good Janani, any positive integer r is of the form 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. So any positive integer r is of the form 3q plus 1, 3q plus 2. Okay, beta. So why I wrote 3q plus 1, 3q plus 2? Because beta, first we have to check it is multiple of 6. Okay. Now 6 can be written as 2 into 3. So 3 is very important. Fine. So, and here number is in sequence. You see 3q plus 1, 3q plus 2. If you are going to take q is equal to 1, listen to me nicely. If you are going to take q is equal to 1, then which number will come? 3, 4, and 5. But if you will multiply all this number and try to divide it by 3, 6, will it be divisible? Yes. And it is what they are telling for any value. So exactly they are wanting to tell that whatever value will come, this number will always be divisible by 6. Okay, so n plus 1, n minus 1 is always divisible by 6. Now what we have to do, first we have to tell that okay, some positive integer r is there, and r can be written of the form 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2. Okay, so first we think about any positive integer. Now we are taking r as any positive integer. Now don't think about question. You think about a number. Are you unable to hear? Yes, beta, you can take 2q also. But here 6 is there and 6 is divisible by 3 also. Listen, I'll repeat it. Video will also be available to you. So what is exactly given is they told you that 3 consecutive numbers are there. So when since 3 consecutive numbers are there, Arif, at that time, and that number will be divisible by 6. Here 3 consecutive number are there, and when they will multiply, it will always be coming divisible by 6. Okay, so very cleverly we know that 6 is containing 2 and 3. What is 6 containing? 2 and 3. Since 6 is containing 2 and 3, definitely we have to take a number that will be containing at least 3. Okay, so 2 we know even number will come after every continuous. So you know that you see the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if 3 consecutive number will come, one even number will ultimately come. So if 3 continuous number you will take, one even number will ultimately come. 2 even number will ultimately come. So definitely 2 problem is not there. Problem is having 3. Because of that, we have taken an integer r, and that r integer we have taken of the form 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2. Why? Because we wanted a multiple 3 there. Now you've understood why we have taken 3q? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 number, 6 is coming. 3 number, 6, 3 is coming. 3 number, 3 is coming. 7, 8, 9. 3 number, 6 is coming. 3 number, 9 is coming. 8 is coming, which will always be divisible by 6. So 3 continuous number, whenever you will take, it will always be divisible by 6. Now understood everyone? That is what correct, Sudarshan. Are you understood? 3 consecutive number, and because of that beta I want 3 multiple there. For our own help we have taken that one. Okay, hello, for our own help we have taken that one so that it will support us. Just 1 minute. Fine. Now understood, Arif? Others understood? Very good, beta. I hope everyone is there in the group right now. Fine. So we have understood that part, that any positive integer r is of the form 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2. Now what else we are going to do here is, now one by one we will take r. So now look here beta, r can be written as 3q, r can be written as 3q plus 1, r can be written as 3q plus 2. So let's start with r. So let r is equal to 3q. Now when you will add 1 in it, both sides, so this one will become 3q plus 1, consecutive number. Next consecutive number of r is r plus 1. After that, next consecutive number of r is r plus 2. So this one will ultimately become 2, adding 1 on both sides. Here adding 2 on both sides. Adding 1 on both sides, adding 2 on both sides. So now beta, we will multiply all the three. That means r plus 1, r plus 2. The moment you will do this, it will come 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2. Okay, now beta, 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2. It is nothing but r only, na? So consecutive number only, r consecutive number only it is coming. So it will become 2r, because look here beta, it will become 2r because consecutive number is only there. So look here, what we have done is r is equal to 3q taken, r plus 1 is equal to 3q plus 1, r plus 2 is equal to 3q plus 2. That means what beta, this r plus 1 and r plus 2, it will exactly be multiple of r only. So it will be exactly 3q into 2r. Here only children were having confusion. So I'm writing the statement, product of two consecutive integer product of two consecutive integers 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2 is an even integer. Okay, so let us take it as 2r. Okay, so like beta, here one number you have taken as equal to 3r, 3q. So 3q may be odd, 3q may be odd. But beta, here most important thing is, since 3q is odd, but most important part is these two numbers. So if I will take 3, 4, 5, then definitely this 4 is exactly even. So when two consecutive number, you take two consecutive number, 5, 6. So 5, 6, when you will multiply, it will become even number. Take two consecutive number, 9, 10. Now 9, 10 when you will multiply, it will be even number. Two consecutive number 11, 12. When 11, 12 will multiply, it will give you an even number. So here also beta, there are three consecutive number. I hope you might have understood why I have written 2r. Because 2r is going to exactly give you an even number. Whenever these two consecutive integer will multiply, it will give you an even number. So beta, rather than, because here already we have taken r, so let us assume it as m. So this one will become 2m. Now is it easy that any two integer when will multiply, it will be giving you 2m. Okay, m is any integer. Now you have understood or not? One by one, again I'll explain, because this part is very, very important. They told that give this number is always divisible by 6. So first what we did, we found a factor of it, and after that we came to know that this number itself is exactly three consecutive numbers, three consecutive integers. Okay, so this is product of three consecutive integer. Now this product of three consecutive integer, this is given, but we cannot take that one and prove now. So what we will do, we will assume that okay, let r be any number, and r can be written in the form of 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2. So first we started with r. When r is equal to 3q, when r will be equal to 3q, then r plus 1 will be 3q plus 1, r plus 2 will be 3q plus 2. Now Beta, we will multiply all these three, first, second, third. When we will multiply this, 3q plus 1, 3q plus 2, it is just like multiplying 3, 4, 5. Now 3 will be as it is, but this 4, 5, when two consecutive product will be multiplying, it will always have an even number. So 4 5s are 20 and 20 is an even number. So that's why they are telling that if this 2 will be multiplied, it will give us an even number. An even number 2 we can take out from that even number. So let 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2, when you will multiply this 2, it will give you an even number. And from that even number, we have taken out 2 and number is m. Okay, where we are writing m is any integer and 2m is there. So now multiply 3 and 2, it is coming 6qm. When you are multiplying 3 and 2, what is coming? It is coming 6qm. Now is 6 coming here? If 6 is coming here, beta, then what it will be divisible? Is it divisible by 6? Is it divisible by 6? Hence, when r is equal to 3q, okay, the consecutive number is divisible by is divisible by 6. Now beta, we are not going to take r is equal to 3q this time. We are going to take r is equal to 3q plus 1. Okay, r is equal to 3q plus 1. Let's see how to solve that section. Till here everybody understood? Okay, till here everybody understood? Okay, beta. Now what we are going to do this time, we have taken r as any positive integer. This time r we are going to take as 3q plus 1. So this one, our case first, when we have taken r is equal to 3q. Now we will be discussing two more case and we will prove from them also that r is exactly divisible, that r whatever integer it is coming, it is divisible and its consecutive number is divisible by 6. Okay, so from here itself I am going to remove. So better now let case 2 we will discuss. In second case we will discuss, we will say let r is equal to 3q plus 1. Now beta, if r will be equal to 3q plus 1, then what will be r2? R plus, then next consecutive number. Beta, when you are writing 1, after that next number is 2. 2 is what? 1 plus 1. After that next consecutive number is 3. 3 is what? 2 plus 1. Are you understanding? So r is kept on getting added. So if this one is r, then this one will become r plus 1 and this one will become r plus 2. Okay, that means r is 1 and 2 is added. So like this consecutive numbers will keep on going. So here now what we are going to do, r plus 1 is equal to 3q plus 1 plus 1. So now beta, r plus 1 is what? R plus 1 is 3q plus 2. Similarly, what will be r plus 2? R plus 2 will be 3q plus 3. Now beta, again like previous process, we have to multiply all these three, because in the question it is given product of three consecutive integer. Product of three consecutive integer. So this time we have taken a number r and r kept on changing. So this time we have to multiply. So multiplying equation 1, 2, 3. So it will become r plus 1, r plus 2 one more time. Now this time beta, this one will become 3q plus 1, 3q plus 2 and 3q plus 3. Tell me yes or no beta. 3q plus 1, 3q plus 2, 3q plus 3. So now beta, from here what we will do, 3q plus 3 we will take out 3. Then what left? Q plus 1 and again 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2 is there. And what we have assumed for 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2 beta? We have assumed that equal to what we have assumed, 3q plus 1 and 3q plus 2. We have assumed it equal to 2m, because two consecutive integer will always be, product of two consecutive integer will always be even number. So again this one will become 2m. So now it is coming 6m q plus 1. Here 6m q plus 1 is divisible by 6. Okay, so that means second number also, when you took r is equal to 3q, it was divisible by 6. When you took r is equal to 3q plus 1, it was divisible by 6. Now take case 3, when r is equal to, case 3, when you take r is equal to 3q plus 2 beta. So now beta again take it as equation 4. Then r plus 1 will become 3q plus 3. And r plus 2 will become 3q plus 5. Oh, 3q plus 4. Okay. Now beta, we will multiply all this. Okay. So this one will become r plus 1, r plus 2, and this one will become 3q plus 2, 3q plus 3, 3q plus 4. Okay, now again you take out 3, it is coming q plus 1. Then beta 3q plus 2 is there and 3q plus 4 is there. So is it going to prove the part beta? So here again beta, this 2 will be multiple of 6, because the moment we will be writing here q is equal to 1, this is coming 5 and this is coming 3q plus 2 we started with, that is coming 3 and 4. Okay, then q is equal to 1. Okay, when q will be equal to 1 beta, it will come 6. Q plus 1. The moment you will take q is equal to 1, it will come 6 and this will be divided. So what you are going to write? 3q plus 2, 3q plus 3 and 3q plus 4 is exactly multiple of 6. Multiple of 6 for every q. Okay, means whatever value of q you will take, it will be multiple of 6. Now beta, you put q is equal to 2, then 2 it will be multiple of 6. If it will be, because already you have taken out 1 3, therefore again it will become 6 into s, we can say, because when it will multiply, it will give you 6s. So now which is divisible by 6? So what conclusion you have drawn? Then you have drawn the conclusion that any positive integer of the form n cube minus n is divisible by 6. N cube minus n is divisible by 6. And in that, what you have done beta, you have taken n minus 1 as r, n as r plus 1 and n plus 1 as r plus 2. And this is what every time you are just using and writing. I hope my children might have understood how to do this, how to deal with this question. Correct only beta. You should just explain. First you have to tell that r is equal to 3q, 3q plus 1, 3q plus 2, and then you have to just convert it into consecutive form. You have seen how I have converted in consecutive form. And then beta, Yes, beta, there is lot on in this question. You have to, and already this question came in exam. So definitely I will advise you to go through with this question one more time and see how I have solved. Okay. So you have to practice these type of question again and again. I don't want you to leave a single mark there. You go with 2Q Arif. Arif 3 we need. Again and again, I'm telling you one simple thing, Arif. If you will go with 2Q also, you will be getting, but every number, I will specify directly that 6 is multiple of 3 and 2. What is the multiple of 6? A multiple of 6 is 3 and 2. So for our specification, we know that if we will take 3Q, then definitely 3 will come out. Then only searching will be for even number only. Correct only, na Arif. That's why I have taken 3Q beta. So that 3 will always come out for me. And you see in the first case also, second case also, I have comfortably taken out 3. And after taking out 3, I'm just telling for the remaining part. I'm just telling for the remaining part that, okay, the remaining part will be like that. I hope you might have understood that part. One more question we will solve like this. Next question. Once you will get the next question, you will be able to understand how to attempt these type of questions. Practice is very much important for these type of questions. Some children, they are not sending me homework. Don't feel I am a fool. I will not be telling you anything. See, some parents, they have requested me not to keep online class. Reason is COVID is increasing, so they're having fear. They are telling Sunday not to call. They're saying just wait for some days, ma'am, and then call for test. We have no problem, but now case is increasing, so please take test online. Fine, I have no problem. I will take test online, but correction once I will call you and say that you show your note, and that with that time will be very bad for you. I'm very adamant in some work, and work means perfect answering is one of a very important thing. Ajay, I know for correction you can come. Those children who can come, some children they can come if they want. I have no problem in that. Fine. So now let's go for next one. Online, offline, both I am going to keep because I have no option. Some children, those who are wishing to write offline, they will write offline. Some children, they are wishing to write online, they can write online. But when you are coming there, you will be on your own. You have to take the responsibility. Fine. Arif, solve and show me. Is it possible for 2Q? Is it possible for 2Q or not? You have to solve and show me, beta. Fine. Let's go for the next one. Next question. Check children for next question. Next question is exactly, they're telling that prove that n square minus n is divisible by 2. Is divisible by 2. N square minus n is divisible by 2. Okay. N square minus n is divisible by 2 for every positive integer, n. So same pattern question is there. This question already came in CBSE. So we have to be very particular. This question came in CBSE 2012. So exactly what they are doing is they are asking same pattern question. 3 set paper will be there. And in that 3 set paper, any one set will be of any order. So 2012 question, prove that n square minus n is divisible by 2 for every positive integer. So beta, what will be your work? Again, you are going to do all the process same. First, what we are going to do, we will find is it exactly in consecutive form or not. So what we will write first, n square minus n will be written as, take out n, it will become n minus 1. Okay, so when you are taking out n, it is coming as n into n minus 1. which is consecutive integers, which is consecutive integer. Tell me beta, is it not consecutive integer? If you will write n is equal to 1, then from where you are going to start? Let n is equal to 2. Then it will be written as 2 minus 1 and 2. So this one will become 1 into 2. Tell me yes or no. Very good. Tell me yes or no. Super. Very good. Super. Correct, Ajay. Correct, Yaini. So, beta, it will be consecutive. It will be what? Consecutive. Now, again, like that, we will write let R be any positive integer such that let R be any positive integer, okay, let R be any positive integer of the form 2q plus 1. Okay, so only 2 is enough. 2q and 2q plus 1 for q belonging to integer. For q belonging to integer. For q belonging to integer. So for q belonging to set of integer. Fine, beta. So R be any positive integer of the form 2q plus 1 for q belonging to set of integer. Now, beta, what we are going to do? Again, we will start with 2q. So when case 1, when R is equal to 1. Case 1, when R is equal to 2q. Then, beta, what will be R plus 1? R plus 1 will be 2q plus 1. Now, this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So multiplying equation 1 and 2. So beta R plus 1 is equal to 2q plus 1. So now that means what? Which is divisible by 2. Directly 2 is coming out, which is divisible by 2. Now after doing that 6 question, that means divisible by 6, isn't it coming very easy? Same pattern now you apply beta. Right, case here, case 2. So here 2 multiple is there. That's why you have taken R as 2q and 2q plus 1. Now when R is equal to 2q plus 1. Now take it as equation 1 beta. Then beta, what you are going to write? R plus 1 will be equal to 2q plus, it will become beta R plus 1 will be equal to 2q plus 2. Then multiply that R plus 1. Then it will become 2q plus 1 and 2q plus 2 beta. Okay. So now beta, what you are going to do? From here 2 will come out very easily. So it will come q plus 1 and 2q plus 1. Okay, beta. So 2q plus 1 and which is divisible by 2. So n square minus 1 is divisible by 2 for every positive integer n. So what we have done, beta, we have exactly assumed not only for n, we have taken it as a general statement and we told that R is any positive integer and then two consecutive integer will always be divisible by 2. Then this condition will automatically be fulfilled. I hope my children understood. Two consecutive integer product will always be divisible by 2. Two consecutive integer product is always be divisible by 2. Will always be what? It will always be divisible by 2. I hope my children understood how to attempt these type of questions. Quickly tell me. Now you've understood, you have to practice these type of questions. Say me yes or no, you have understood or not. Almost Annie is telling. Annie, let's solve one more question, beta. Seriously, let's solve one more question because I really want you to understand this pattern question. Okay, anyway, this type of question is given. Next question is, prove that n square minus 1 is divisible by divisible by 8. N square minus 1 is divisible by 8, beta. N square minus 1 is divisible by 8. Now, can you attempt this question? Again, n square minus 1 will be written as n plus 1, n minus 1. Fine. See, after this, we will meet again. We will meet again.